Tough to believe that's the power of Major Garrett. Transparency. When we were on the campaign trail, we heard one thing from the then candidate Obama over and over. He said, you know, if I become president, one of the things I'm going to do is make sure when I sign a law, before I sign a law, I'm going to put it on the White House website for 5 full days. Well, 50 days into the presidency, that really hasn't happened. 3 different pieces of legislation, one dealing with fair pay and equity, one dealing with children's health insurance at the state level, funded by the federal government, and, of course, massive economic stimulus bill, all signed well within that 5-day window. Now, that's really not a high-risk promise of transparency from any White House because, of course, Jane, once a bill's been passed by Congress, it can't really be changed, so looking at it for 5 days isn't going to do anything other than elevate public confidence in what's about to happen, not changing it from happening in the first place. But even on that level, the White House hasn't lived up to what was a pretty consistent campaign promise on transparency.
What about the lobbyists? I know that was such a big issue. The White House was going to disclose more about that.
You know, I've been asking for the better part of 2 weeks for the White House to do 2 things. Show me where I can find the waivers from the Office of Management and Budget on the lobbyists brought into the administration under the waivers granted by this president. Haven't been able to find out. I say, well, can you just tell me the number of people now serving the administration who needed to have these waivers because of their life as a previous life as a lobbyist? No answer on that. I'm told by the end of today I'll get answers to both questions, but there has been a reluctance within the White House to deal with that issue. One thing in their defense, they would say they have brought far fewer lobbyists into the administration than did President Bush and have much stricter policies once you leave the White House about going into lobbying, and they believe that is the essence of ethics and good government.
Keep on it, Major Garrett. They know you got the power now.